Thursday the 8th of February 1821, Halifax. Came upstairs at 11 a.m. Spent from then till 3 writing to M, very affectionately, more so than I remember to have done for long. I wrote the following crypt. I cannot live upon hope. Forget that we grow older, and love you as warmly as ever. Yes, Mary, you cannot doubt the love of one who has waited for you for so long and patiently. You have given me all of happiness I care for, am pressed to the heart which I believe my own, caressed and treasured there. I will indeed be constant, and never from that moment feel a wish or thought for any other than my wife. You shall have every smile and every breath of tenderness. One shall our union and interests be, and every wish that love inspires, and every kiss, and every dear feeling of delight, shall only make me more securely and entirely yours.
The reasonable request of your last letter, with the pleasure also that I take to know them true, causeth me to send you these news. The legate which we most desire arrived at Paris on Sunday or Monday last past, so that I trust by the next Monday to hear of his arrival at Calais. And then I trust within a while after to enjoy that which I have so long longed for, to God's pleasure and our both comforts. No more to you at present, mine own darling, for lack of time, but that I would you were in my arms, or I in yours, for I think it long since I kissed you. Written after the killing of a hart at 11 of the clock, minding with God's grace tomorrow mightily timely to kill another, by the hand which, I trust, shortly shall be yours. Henry.
For you, dear Willie, on July 11th, 1943. It's my darling's birthday today. Would love to congratulate him. Would love to send him my wishes. However, I don't know where to address them. Woeful and fearful is my heart. Would like to feel your hands, press you against my wounded heart, and in your heart speak of love. Where might you be? How you are doing? I may not think of it. Still, I hope for our reunion. God will bestow you upon me once again. May He give you daily strength to endure everything that the human mind so gruesomely creates. May you never quail. A time will come. It won't. When we will have each other again. Then we will, in happiness, move on through our life. Your Paula.
My own dearest boy, how sweet of you to send me that charming poem. I can't tell you how it touches me, and it is full of that light lyrical grace that you always have, a quality that seems so easy to those that don't understand how difficult it is to make the white feet of poetry dance lightly among flowers without crushing them, and to those who know is so rare and so distinguished. I have been doing nothing here but bathing and playwriting. My play is really very funny. I'm quite delighted with it, but it is not shaped yet. It lies in sibylline leaves about the room, and Arthur has twice made a chaos of it by tidying up. The result, however, was rather dramatic. I'm inclined to think that chaos is a stronger evidence for an intelligent creator than cosmos is. The view might be expanded. Dear, dear boy, you are more to me than any one of them has any idea. You are the atmosphere of beauty through which I see life. You are the incarnation of all lovely things. When we are out of tune, all colour goes from things for me. But we are never really out of tune. I think of you day and night. Write to me soon, you honey-haired boy. I am always devotedly yours, Oscar.
Sweetheart, one more day in this hellish place has passed over. Oh, I wish I was sitting by your side, by our own hearth, to be able to tell you what I've seen and what I've been through. I wish I could get an illness or a blighting. The job doesn't suit one of my temperament. I left here this morning, fully expecting not to come through. How men live day after day in the midst of thousands of flying shells is a miracle. I've been in the OP today, within sight of the Bosch lines. Seen a trench strafed. And tonight it turned through thousands of flying shells. You can hear them whistling towards you. And you wonder whether you're going to get one in the neck. However, I've pulled through to another day. I may pull through them all. This affair makes me think that God sleeps. The only way to describe it is hellish. I've seen aeroplanes come toppling down, head over heels. Ghastly things. Too ghastly to mention. Now, love, you should never hear from me again. Remember that I love you, and I love my little ones. I don't want to make you unhappy or put the wind up you, but it's well to face the facts, and I never know when the worst may happen, day or night. I've seen the place in the distance where Jack Murray was. I understand. Heaps of love. To you, treasure, and baby. Your husband.
To H, flower of flowers, crowned with a garland of courtesy, model of virtues, even paradigm of virtues, like honey and the turtle dove knowing no gall, sends whatever is joyous, whatever can be propitious in the present life, and whatever is sweet in the eternal one. What Thisbe gave Pyramus, and at last, after all else, send herself, and then again herself, and whatever she has that's better than herself. For from the day that I first saw you, I began to love you. You penetrated my heart's inmost being forcefully, and through the advance of your most joyous conversation have, wondrous to tell, arranged your own seat there, and, lest any impulse should topple it, have fastened it most firmly by your letter writing, as if the seat were a stool, or rather a throne. Hence no forgetting can ever wipe you from my memory. No darkness will be able to obscure you. No clash of wind or clouds, however violent, can disturb you. For where what is changeable comes to pass, how can it ever be called steadfastness? Indeed, I confess, I called it truly to be, if in your presence I could be continuously. But since such being is snatched away from me, so bring it about that I can apprehend true being, your being with me. I have cast off all other joys for the sake of your love. I depend upon you alone. In you I hold placed all my hope and trust. But that you urge me to beware of nights as if they were some kind of omen, you do well. Indeed, I know what to beware of so as not to fall into a pit. Yet, saving the faithfulness I have to you, I don't reject them entirely, as long as I don't surrender to the vice that you accuse them of. For through them, so to speak, the precepts of courtliness are controlled. They are the fount and origin of all probity. I could have written more. I said there is no need. You are mine, and I am yours. Of this you shall be sure. You are locked within my heart. The little key is lost, and within you must forever rest.
My dearest and most beloved Victoria, I am so touched by the evidence of trust that you give me in sending your letters, and by the so affectionate sentiments that you express towards me therein, that I scarcely know how to reply to you. How have I earned so much love and so much warm-hearted kindness? I am still unable to accustom myself to the truth of all that I see and hear, and can only believe that heaven has sent down an angel to me, whose radiance is intended to brighten my life. May I succeed in making you quite happy as you deserve to be. With my body and soul, I remain forever your slave. Your devoted Albert.
Even in bed, my ideas yearn toward you, my immortal beloved. Here and there, joyfully then again sadly, awaiting from fate whether it will listen to us. I can only live, either altogether with you, or not at all. Yes, I have determined to wander about for so long, far away, until I can fly into your arms and call myself quite at home with you, can send my soul, enveloped by yours, into the realm of spirits. Yet I regret it must be. You will get over it all the more as you know my faithfulness to you. Never another one can own my heart. Never, never. God, why must one go away from what one loves so? And yet my life in W it is now a miserable life. Your love made me the happiest and unhappiest at the same time. At my actual age, should I not need some continuity, sameness of life? Can that exist under our circumstances? Angel, I just hear that the post goes out every day and must therefore close so that you get the L at once. Be calm, love me today, yesterday. What longing tears for you, my life, my all, farewell. Oh, go on loving me. Never doubt the faithfulness, heart, of your beloved. Ever thine, ever mine, ever ours.
Darling, I love these velvet nights. I've never been able to decide whether I love you most in the eternal classic half-lights where it blends with day, or in the full religious fanfare of midnight, or perhaps in the lux of the noon. Anyway, I love you most. And you phoned me just because you phoned me tonight. I walked on those telephone wires for 2 hours after, holding your love like a parasol to balance me.
In turning over in my mind the contents of your last letter, I have put myself into great agony not knowing how to interpret them, whether to my disadvantage as you show in some places, or to my advantage as I understand them in some others, beseeching you earnestly to let me know expressly your whole mind as to the love between us two. It is absolutely necessary for me to obtain this answer, having been for above a whole year stricken by the dart of love, and not yet sure whether I shall fail in finding a place in your heart and affection, which last point has prevented me for some time past from calling you my mistress, because if you only love me with an ordinary love, that name is not suitable for you, because it denotes a singular love which is far from common. But if you please to do the office of a true loyal mistress and friend, and to give up yourself body and heart to me, who will be and have been your most loyal servant, if your rigour does not forbid me, I promise you that not only the name shall be given to you, but also that I will take you for my only mistress, casting off all others besides you out of my thoughts and affections, and serve you only. I beseech you to give me an entire answer to this rude letter, that I may know on what and how far I may depend. And if it does not please you to answer me in writing, appoint some place where I may have it by word of mouth, and I will go thither with all my heart. No more for fear of tiring you. Written by the hand of him who would willingly remain yours, Henry.